So in this video, we're going to do a walkthrough of the actual boat. So this is really good for new owners. So we'll go through every single thing. Hopefully everything's informative. If not, check out one of our other videos, like how to start, how to do different things like the bimini top, and hopefully our videos can be helpful towards your new boat ownership. So when you first go to the boat, and in the beginning, what you're going to see first is latches on the front and the back. Our camera guy here is right in front of it, so maybe he'll back up for a second. You do have these latches. These need to be in transport position, so all the way down. When you're not in transport, you can have them up. The doors function like an up and over. You see a little bit of aluminum there because it's a brand new boat, still in production. But those just go right back down. Kind of working back towards the boat here, you've got your seats here in the front. All these are going to be for storage. One thing that we tell people to look out for, sometimes they say that their speaker is not working, and 9 times out of 10 it's because you have wires coming into the speakers here on all 4 of these, and so someone can kind of throw a bag in there. They can pull a wire out. You just, if those speaker wires do happen to pop out, just pop them right back in and your speaker should work just fine. So just take care of that. You do have storage underneath all these. Unlike traditional boats that have hinges here, we don't use hinges. These are your traditional style wakeboard seats, so they just come out all the way, super convenient. And you just put these right back in. When you put them in, this is not down, so these could fly out during transport or while you're driving the boat. If you're going to really high speeds, that's all the way down, so just make sure they're down all the way. The best way to do that traditionally is just bring the seat forward just a little bit, and then just kind of work it down like that. Okay. So moving towards the back of the boat, obviously you got your 4 speakers here already. On the limited editions, you're going to see the LEDs and all those. You have another one right here and another one here in the back. You've also got a 10-inch subwoofer, Boss Audio, right here in the front. So you've got 200 watts per speaker here in the back, and you've got 800 watts here. If you look on the inside here, what you're going to see is a 2,000 watt amp. It's right in the back there, and then all the rest of the stuff is going to be mercury related items here, all your electrical cabling, whatnot. So you can put storage in here. Just make sure you don't fill it too much, because then you can hit a wire or something like that, and then something may become unplugged, and your boat's kind of rendered useless for a little bit. But going up here, I'll do the back of the boat first, then circle back to the helm here. Same seating kind of as you see in the front. This is the max, so the lounge is similar to this, except for it's got 2 seats here with another table. This is where your table is going to go right here. They just pop in and screw right in, and then you just put your table right on top. To take off your table, it's got a little push button here. Take the table off, and then push this in. You can unscrew it right there. Make sure those are stored during transport. But they do come off and on really easily. You've got additional cup holders here in the back, and then your battery compartments, if you have 1 battery, it's going to be right here. If you have 2 batteries, then the second one is going to be in this compartment right here. You do have room for a little bit more storage, but for the most part, the batteries in this one take up most of the space. In the lounges, you got 1 lounge here, 1 lounge here. In the lounges, the batteries are hidden underneath the actual lounge, and so that's where that is located. And then the battery disconnect is in that lounge, just a little bit right underneath that lounge area. In the max right here, you've got your next 32-inch seat. And then you have a little, we call them kind of a fish box. That could be cold storage box or just storage box in general. If you do plan on putting liquid or ice in there, just make sure that you have a way to drain it. We don't have drains installed on this, but if you do order it down to your local Home Depot, you can get a quick pull drain and just put it right in, and then you can drain whatever you put in here, like ice or things like that. This right here is just going to basically be storage. We do have the option to have it pop out of the this little storage area where this is just going to come up, and then you've got a little storage curtain that you can put right there. But for the most part, everybody just uses a storage. Coming here to the back, you've got your SS ladder, and this is just going to pop down, and then it telescopes in the water just like that. And then when you want to put it back up, bring this little guy right all the way up. Bring it around, and then it's just gonna clip right in there. This is gonna be a ski tow. If you got a boat with a ski tow on it, basically the way you want to do it, you don't want to just put your rope right here. What you want to do is you want to bring it around the top side, come back around, and then latch it there. That's going to give you full security. So make sure if you get slack line, it doesn't have a chance to come off and you lose your passenger. So Kind of right above your head here, this is going to be your anchor light or your nav light, okay? And so, you know, at nighttime, that's a requirement to have that on. But in order to, when the Bimini's down, you want it in this position. But when you're up and driving, you want to put it towards the top position right there. If you have the cover on, it will be down. So it'll be down for the most part unless you're driving at nighttime. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move to the front of the boat here. And all of our captain's chairs are basically the same. So whether you have, you know, a captain's chair here or you have the 2 additional for the lounge section, they're all going to function the same. So they have the high top here, and then they have the low rider right there. They do swivel, so they're able to lock those. There's a little circle handle here. You just go ahead and tighten that up, and it's going to be secure. And then you can go front and back on these seats as well. So that's how captain's chairs work. And then going up to the helm here, if you want to swing around here, I'll show you. You have telescopic steering, okay, right here. And then putting that down, you've got your 12 volt right here. You've got 2 USB rapid charge right here. This is the 5 volts. And then you've got your horn, docking lights, nav lights, stereo, underwater lights, and anchor. So the way these all work here is your underwater lights, you're going to push those on, and you can't really see them in the daytime, but at the nighttime, you're going to be able to see them light up. And you've got a remote for that, which is going to be this guy right here. You got your on, off, and then you've got your different colors. You can do flash, strobe, fade, smooth, and the receiver for that is in the front of the boat, basically about right here. And so what you want to do, sometimes if you're standing about where the cameraman is here, then it may not have the signal strength to read because it's RF, so you may have to get a little bit closer to the receivers on both sides in order to change those. You've got some more remotes in here, and this is the Boss audio remote, and so that's going to control everything inside the boat. And so if you want to you know, turn all your lights on, turn them off at nighttime, then you can do that. Then you can change your colors, your brightness, speed, you know, strobe, fade, fast, whatever. And that's going to be all your remotes right here. You do have covers right here, and these covers, one goes right here, the other one goes on the Boss audio. You can take these and put them on for storage, but otherwise you just want to leave them off because they can blow away while you're driving. They can blow away in transport, so just you know, make sure you keep note of that. This is going to be your bass control right here for the Boss audio. So if you were to turn on your stereo right here, then that's going to power on, and this is going to be for the bass. And then you have your subwoofer right here, which is powered by the stereo. So if you want to see the light, you at least have to have the stereo on. These are powered by the battery directly, so just take note of that if this isn't on here. But then you can go to your sources, you can go to auxiliary, tuner, Bluetooth. If you do to the auxiliary, there is a USB connection. We don't put them in the front anymore. We actually put them in the back, and so you'd have to get a little extension cable, plug it in right here in the back, and then that cable can go pretty much anywhere you want in the boat. Okay. As far as your horn goes, obviously right here, we don't have it hooked up because it's still a production. That's going to be your horn, docking lights. These are optional, so if you want to put kind of like headlights in the front, it's already pre-wired for it. All you have to do is just basically hook it up and then turn that on. Nav lights, that's going to be your green and your red that's in the front, and then your anchor light is the one in the back, also your nav light. Okay. So that's basically most of the boat right there. You know, as far as starting it goes, you just go off, you have accessory, and then on. Your boat has to be in neutral in order to be able to start. And then when you do, you know, when you are driving your boat, make sure you put it in gear first and then throttle up. If you want to go reverse, put it back to neutral, let the engine idle down, and then put it in gear and then go backwards, okay? But I think that's about it for this. If you want to know how to do the Bimini, go check out our Bimini video. We'll show you how to take it on and put it back off. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Give us a call. Thanks.